We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Music directly represents the passion of the soul. If one listens to the wrong kind of music, he will become the wrong kind of person. Piety requires us to honor truth above our friends. To praise young people is to water young plants. Shame is a feeling of pain or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolishness. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. Happiness depends upon ourselves. The young are easily deceived because they have no experience of the wickedness of others. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the well-to-do, are the rulers. A slave is a living instrument. A man who is good at making excuses is seldom good at anything else. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. All men by nature desire to know. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. In all things of nature there are marvels. The only stable state is the one in which all men are equal before the law. Education is the best provision for old age. The only true wealth is the mind, everything else is comparatively worthless. Man is by nature a political animal. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Hope is the dream of a waking man. Leisure is for the purpose of contemplation, and contemplation is the highest form of happiness. There is nothing permanent except change. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. He who is to be a good ruler must have first been ruled. There is a pleasure in philosophy, and the study of it is naturally sweet, as every man is by nature a lover of knowledge. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Having a command of metaphor is the mark of genius, for to make good metaphors implies an eye for resemblances. Poverty is the parent of crime. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. The wise man must not be ordered but must order, and he must not obey another, but the less wise must obey him. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Magistrates who have not learned to command ought not to be appointed. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. The soul never thinks without a mental image. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Wise men speak when they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something. A friend to all is a friend to none. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. It is better to be loved than feared.